Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial are these awesome little floor poofs. Now I have been wanting to make these things for the longest time and I finally sat down and got a pattern figured out. Now, this is my favorite. My cats use this. I love this one. This is the one we're gonna make in the tutorial. So you can tell, can you guys tell in the video? This one is a tad bit shorter, like from the floor up, only because my cat sleeps on this every night. That he absolutely loves it. This one hasn't been worked down quite as much yet. So, straight across the top, I'm going to give it a good 24 inches across the top. And then from the top to the bottom, I'm going to give it a good 14.5 inches. So they're pretty good sized floor poofs. Now this one, yeah, I'm going to give about 24 inches across and a good 17 inches tall. So this one's still, you can tell it still needs to be worked down quite a bit. So this basically what it consists of is the beginning we have a solid single crochet base and then we double crochet for several rounds. And then we go back to our single, close up the hole. And then we shape it by doing this. Pick it up and drop it and watch it bounce. I think that's so cute. Yeah, I still need to do a bunch of shaping on that. So speaking about that, let's go into what we're going to need. So for this floor poof, I used 3 different colors of yarn. This is the second skein of each color. I waited until Hobby Lobby had their yarn sale, and I got 3 skeins of the Crafter's Secret Big Idea. This is the color Graybeard, Splash, and I believe Magnolia Way. Yeah, Magnolia Way. So I used 1 full skein of each of these colors, and then this is what's left of the second skein. So that's this one. Now this one I used a Caron 1-pounder, a variegated color. I don't have the label with me and I could not tell you the name of the color, but I used that, and then I used a skein of Red Heart Super Saver white and then a skein of Red Heart Super Saver buff. So what I did is I had the skein of variegated, and then I just found 2 colors that matched the variegated, went with that. But you guys could also do 3 skeins of 1 color. I think that I should have done that to begin with, but I was trying to use up stuff that I've had for a long time to get rid of it. I really think using all 3 skeins the same color would be really nice, making sure the dye lots match, and you have 2 of each. So you're going to need at least, these are 810 yards per skein. So you need the, the jumbos, the 1-pound skeins, those bigger skeins, the big secret, Crafter's Secret Big Ideas. So, the bigger skeins that have 800 to 1,000 yards in them. So there's that. Get that figured out. And then you're going to need a 9mm crochet hook. I used a stitch marker. It's not 100% necessary, but you are going to need one. You may need one. And then, don't laugh at my polka dot pajama pants, guys. You are going to need 2 bags of the 50-ounce polyfill. And I know that's a lot. You're gonna need at least 2 full bags. If, depending how you guys want your floor poof, I'd go ahead and get a third one and maybe use a little out of that. I haven't used a third one, but you guys may want to. I mean, it's totally up to you. My floor poof, like this one that we make in the tutorial, I mean, I think it's good. I mean, I don't think you would need very much more past the 2 bags, but I mean, it depends how firm you want your floor poof. Like mine, I can still pinch and pull up fabric, or I shouldn't say fabric, material. You know, it's not that firm. It's got a lot of squish to it. So I mean, I can set my feet on there, and it sinks down a little bit. And try to lay it sideways. There you go. You see how it sinks down a little bit? So I mean, it's not super firm. My cat gets on top of here. Let me see if I can't get him to do it. Hold on just a second. Come on, Churchy. Come on, Churchy. Oh, I know, but just show him. So then he gets up here and lays down. See? He's a happy boy. He's a happy boy. Okay, so I honestly don't think you will need. He just got flea treated the other day, so he has no fleas. That's what the spot on the back of his neck is. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's totally up to you if you're gonna need 3 bags or not. I didn't personally need it. I'm fine with just the 2 bags, but that's totally up to you. Okay, what else? Do I have everything? You're gonna need a needle to weave in your ends. You're gonna need scissors. And that's it, guys. Let's get everything together and let's get started. Okay, so there's one more portion, or no, well, not one, but there's a couple more things I did want to talk to you guys about before we get started. In this video, I do have portions that I call homework portions. And basically what it is I write down what your rows are and what you need to do. Two reasons I did that. One, because I think you guys are capable of it, and I'm completely confident that you can do it. If you do need help, as always, my email is in the description box. And the second reason is because if I didn't do this, this tutorial would be 2.5, 3 hours long, and I have to take it to 2 parts, and I just didn't want to do that. I just wanted to get it, you know, all in one video. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that we do have decreases. So we have a single crochet decrease and a double crochet decrease, and basically all that is that you guys, you know, for the single crochet, you just work 2 single crochets together over 2 stitches. Double crochet decreases, you double crochet over 2 stitches. There are hundreds of tutorials on YouTube if you guys need help, and you know, you can email me, like I said. And that's it. That's all I wanted to get in real quick before we start the tutorial. All right. Okay, so to get started on our floor poof, we are going to take our 3 strands and get a slip knot and get that on our hook. And we're going to start with a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to come back down and we're going to slip stitch into that first chain. Make sure you get all your strands, I mean. Okay, I'm going to tighten that first chain down. Chain 1, and we're going to work 6 single crochet into the ring. So I'm going to go ahead and get my stitch marker. Oh, maybe I shouldn't use the same color as the yarn. Red. Alright, so I chained 1, and we're going to go right back in the ring with 6 single crochet. So I'm just going to go right in there, working over my tail with 1, stop, and then we're going to mark that. Go in there, 2, 3. Still working over my tail. 4. Oop, don't yarn over. 5, and one more is 6. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give those tails a tug, close up that center hole, just like that. And that was round 1, and we're going to go straight on to round 2 because we're not going to join working this pattern. We're just going to go straight into the singles and mark our first single for every round, okay? Okay, so to move on to round 2, we are going to go straight into that first single crochet we have marked. And we're going to work 2 single crochet. It's a little bit of a stretch to get over to it. Once you get over there, work 1 and 2 and stop and mark that first single crochet so you always know where the beginning is. And we're going to work 2 single crochet into each of your remaining single crochets. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so that was round 2. So I'm going to go ahead and stop, and we're going to weave these ends in real quick. Just to get them out of the way. You don't have to do it right now, but they're annoying me. I don't want to do it. So I'm just going to put all 3 strands on my needle. I'm just going to continue running them around. There. Okay, pull that. And cut. Alright, so that's done. Okay, so now we're going to move on to round 3. In round 3, we are going to work an increase, which is 2 single crochet into 1 stitch. And then we're going to single into the next. So I'm going to get back on my, there we go, loop. Alright, so round 3. Remove our hook, and we're going to work 2 single crochet into the very first one. 1, 2. Stop, mark that first. And now we're going to just single crochet into the next single. Increase into the next. So that's 2 singles into 1. Single into the next. Increase into the next. Oops, I didn't catch one of the strands. Single into the next. Increase into the next. Okay, so just repeat that until we get back to our stitch marker, the very last stitch before the marker. Don't work into the marker, you stop right before the marker, okay? Red, stop. So we work 1 single, increase, 1 single, increase. All right, so that was the increase, single, increase, single, increase, and then single into your last single of the row. I was gonna go ahead and just stop there, but I thought, what the heck, I'm right here, might as well just finish the row with you guys. Okay, so that was the end of round 3, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. All right, so let us move on to row 4. Now row 4, we are going to increase into our very first single crochet and then single into the next 2. Increase, single, single. Increase, single, single. Okay? Remove that stitch marker. Increase into the first. It's 1 and 2. Stop and mark that first one. Single into the next 2. 1, 2. Increase into the next. Oops. This is what keeps happening is I keep not catching all 3 of my strands, and that's probably the most, I don't want to say aggravating or annoying, but it's kind of gets to be a little bit of a pain. Let's see, where was I at? Increase, single, single, increase, single, single, increase, single, single, increase. All right, I'm gonna let you guys finish this row, and I'm gonna get mine done off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm coming back around. I just worked an increase. Now I have a single into the last 2, and that is the end. That is the end of round 4, and we should have 24 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right, let's move on to round 5. And round 5, we're going to increase into our first, single crochet into 3. Increase in our next, single crochet into 3. So, remove my marker, go right into that first single crochet with an increase. There's 1 and 2. That's my heater if you guys can hear that, heard that. Mark your first single. There's my increase. Now I need to single into the next 3. 1, 2, 3. Darn it. Lost another strand. 3. Now we increase into the next. 1 and 2. Did it again. Okay, so now we single into the next 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we increase. Okay, so we just worked our increase, so we single into the next 3. Increase, single into the next 3. Increase, single into the next 3. Repeat that around right before we get to the stitch marker, and I will come back and meet you guys there. Getting all tangled up here. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm coming to the end. I just worked an increase, and I have 1, 2, 3 singles to single crochet into. 2 and 3. All right, and that's the end of round 5, and you should have 30 single crochets. I already counted mine off camera. All right, so we're going to move on to round 6, and round 6 we're going to increase into our very first single crochet of the round. Right in our first single with 2 singles, 1 and 2. All right, now I'm going to stop, go back and mark that first single. And now we're going to single into the next 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then increase into your next. 1, and 2. So we have an increase, 1, 2, 3, 4. Increase, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Increase. Okay, so I'm pretty confident you guys can go ahead and finish this round yourself. 4 single crochet, increase. 4 single crochet, increase. Repeat that around, and I will meet you at the end of round 6. Okay, so I've repeated that around, and I'm coming to the last 1, 2, 3, 4. I just worked my increase. So the last 4 gets a single crochet. All right, and that is the end of round 6. So I'm going to give you guys just a small portion of the homework part, and like I said at the beginning, I'm totally confident you guys can do this. If you need any help whatsoever, my email address is in the description box, and I will be more than happy to help you guys, okay? But I promise, if you guys made it this far and had no problem, you can do this. I forgot to mention, round 6, you should have 36 single crochet around, okay? So I am going to write this down for you guys, so you can pause the video, write it down, or, you know, just take a picture, whatever you want to do. But the homework portion I'm going to give you is round 7, 8, 9, and 10, okay? So round 7, we start just like we have all over all other rounds. We increase, INC, that's increase, increase into first. Single crochet into the next 5. Next 5 single crochet, first single crochet, okay? All right, so we've got the increase into the first, single crochet into the next 5. Increase into your next. Single crochet. I'm going to put an asterisk here, and then you're just going to repeat from asterisk around. So you're going to single crochet 5, increase into your next. 5, increase, 5, increase, 5, increase. Repeat that all the way around, and then you're going to end the row, in your round with a single crochet into the last 5. So end round with single crochet into the last 5 single crochet. Okay, so that's round 7. I'm gonna hold that there. Seems like anytime I have something that's white on camera, the black bars start happening. Can you see the bar going down? And then right there. Anyway, all right, so let's go to round 8. I'm going to kind of shorten up the pattern a little bit. So we're going to increase, single crochet into 6. Increase, into next, single crochet. So we're going to increase into our first, single crochet into the next 6, increase, single and crochet into 6, because we're going to repeat from asterisk around. I know my handwriting's sloppy. Sorry, guys. Okay, and then to end the round, I forgot, round 7, you're going to have 42. Round 8, you're going to have 48. Okay, so you're going to repeat that around, end round with a single crochet into last 6 single crochet. So all we're doing is the same thing that we've been doing for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 and 8. It's just the same thing. You're just increasing the number of single crochets you're working into. You're working 1 single crochet before you increase. So I definitely have confidence that you guys can do this. All right, so round 9, you're going to follow the exact same thing. Increase, single crochet into 7 single crochet, increase. Repeat that around. And at the end of round 9, you should have 54 single crochet. So you're going to end your round with a single crochet into the last 7 single crochet. And there you go. That's round 9. So the last round I'm going to give you for your little homework portion, can you guess what it's going to be? We went from 5, 6, 7. If you said 8, you're 100% correct. You're going to increase into your first, and then you're going to single crochet into the next 8 single crochet, and then increase. And then you just repeat from the asterisk all around. I should put asterisk there. Repeat from asterisk. Okay, so you're going to repeat from your asterisk all around, and you should end with 60 single crochet. And then you just, to end the round, you're going to end round with a single crochet into the last 8 single crochet. And that's just how easy this floor poof is. If you, like I said, and I 100% mean it, if you guys absolutely need any help whatsoever, you can't read my handwriting because God didn't bless me with pretty hands or pretty writing. So just email me and I will be more than happy to help you. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to hold this here so you guys can look, write it down, pause the video, screenshot, take a picture, whatever you need to do. And I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and I'm going to finish those rounds. And like I said at the beginning, the number one reason I chose to do the homework portion of this video is because if I don't, this video will be 2.5, 3 hours long, and my area does not have the internet for me to upload that. It would take a week to upload that, and I can't do that. So please forgive me if you guys do not like that I'm doing this homework portion. But if you are okay with it and you are still going to work through this pattern with me, and you need help, email me, okay? And I will be there as fast as I can. Okay, guys, so I'm going to get mine done and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm coming to the end of round 10, and you should have 8 single crochet to single crochet into. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So I'm going to single crochet into these last 8 real quick. This is getting harder and harder to do on camera the bigger and bigger our piece is getting. So this is the end of round 10. So from here on out, well, not for the entire pattern, but from here to a huge majority of our pattern is going to be double crochets. So to end round 10, I did my 8 single crochet. We are going to slip stitch to our first single. All right. So go ahead and work your slip stitch, chain 1. And now we're going to move on to row 11. And row 11, we're going to keep the count. So like, let me get, so like on this pattern, how we went 5 single crochet, 6, 7, 8. Now row 11, we're going to move on to 9. But the only difference, we're working doubles instead of singles. I feel like I said but really loud. I'm sorry. All right, so to move on to round 11, we're going to slip stitch to our first, chain 1, and we're going to work a double crochet increase. So there's 2 double crochet into our very first. This was going to get a little tight. There's 1 double and 2 double. All right, now we double into the next 9. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do this off camera so you don't have to watch me. Okay, so I double crocheted into the next 9, and now we increase into the next. Okay, so just repeat. This is getting very hard to do on camera. Another reason why I'm giving you guys homework portions. All right, anyway, so we increased, now we double into 9. Increase, double into 9. Increase, double into 9. So I want you guys to repeat that around, and we should end the round with 9 double crochet. So I will meet you right before I work that 9th double, okay? And at the end of, this is 11, you should have 66 double crochet, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and work my round 9, and I'll be right back. I'm sorry, not round 9, round 10, 9 double crochet. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm making it back around. I worked an increase and then doubled into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 1 more right here, and there's my 9 doubles. Slip stitch to our first, and this is how we're going to work all of these rows. The double crochet rows is slip stitching to the first double, and then we'll move on. All right, so that was round 11. Okay, so we're going to move on to round 12. Now round 12, we're going to follow the same concept we have been, okay? We're going to chain 1, double crochet increase into that first double. And it gets a little easier once we start round 12, because working the double crochets into double crochets is a lot easier than working them into the single crochets. All right, so now we increase, and now we went from 9, now we go to 10. So now we're going to double crochet into the next 10, increase, double crochet in 10, increase. And if you guys will stick with me this long, I have a little tip I want to show you guys that you can use throughout the main portion of this pattern, just not when we decrease. Let go. Not when we decrease, just only on these increase rounds, so you don't have to continuously count. And you may have noticed this already. I just wanted to wait until we got past the single crochets and we got to our doubles. So through these double crochet increase rounds, we increase into our first, right? And then we double crochet into so many and then increase into the next. Well, if you happen to notice, what you're going to always increase into is the first double crochet of the increase from the last row. So we are on round 12 right now. So we should have an increase, double crochet into 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Increase into the next. And if you look, it's the first double crochet of the increase from the previous round. So we increase into that. Double crochet into the next 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. increase into the next. Can you see right there? That's the first double crochet of the increase from the previous round. And that's my little tip that I do just so I don't have to, because I mean, we get up, our stitch count gets pretty high coming up. So, and I don't want to sit there and count. I'm just throwing out a number, count 15 double crochet increase, 15 double crochet increase. So all I do is just work my increase, double, until I see there's my increase. So I increase into the first, double into each of the next doubles until I get to my increase into the first, double into each of the doubles till I get to my next increase into the first. Now I do realize my color choice on this floor poof kind of makes it a little tough to see your increases, but yours may be really easy. Like the first one I made, the one with the one strand of variegated, 2 strands of solid color, matching solid color. But yeah, it can be real easy to see. But this trick or tip can also get a little easy to mess up because, you know, you may miss that increase. But I wanted to tell you guys that just so you can, kind of get a little relief that you don't have to count all of these. Just, dang it, I didn't mean to do that. Just double crochet until you get to that first double of the increase from the previous row, and that's always where your increase is going to go. Okay, so I've doubled into the first, and for round 12, we're going to double crochet into the next 10. So I'm going to do that off camera because I know you don't want to watch me double crochet into 10, or double till your first double of the increase of your previous round. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so I made it back around, and did you guys notice that those double crochets go a lot faster than working those single crochets? Okay, so you guys just repeat that around. Increase, double crochet into 10. Increase, double crochet into 10. Increase, double crochet into 10, and just repeat that around, and that is round 12, and by the end we should have 72 double crochets. Okay, so after round 12, I'm going to give you guys a little chunk of homework. I promise it's not that bad. It's going to be super easy if you guys are following along with me. Okay, all right, so get your round 12 done and we'll be right back. All right, I've made it around to the end of round 12, and I worked my increase, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 double crochets. So to end round 12, we're going to slip stitch to our first double and chain 1. Okay, so I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to give you guys your little homework portion, but I'm going to do it just like I did with the single crochet portion. I'm going to write it out for you guys. So we just finished round 12. You should have 72 double crochet, and if you're off a double crochet, just pull back a little bit, do an increase, then double to the end, and then you should have 72. If you have too many, go back to your last increase, take the increase out, and double crochet around, or just work a decrease. I mean, the stitch count isn't a massive deal if you're off 1 or 2. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. You're not going to notice it, honestly. Excuse me. You're not going to notice it, but I mean, it does help to be somewhat close to the number that I give you guys. Okay, anyway, so first round of your homework, round 13. Okay, so 13, we're going to increase into our first, double crochet, double crochet increase into your first, double crochet into the next 11 double crochet, increase into the next, repeat from the asterisk all around, ending your round with 11 double crochet, and you should have 78 double crochet. And I'm going to say it again. I'm sorry my handwriting is poor. Like I said earlier, God didn't bless me with pretty handwriting and pretty hands. So there you go. All right, so we slip stitch to the first. And chain 1. And we move on to round 14. Now I'm going to shorten my writing because I think you guys can understand what we're doing now. Oh, change. All right, so round 14, we're going to double crochet increase, or we increase. You guys know it's double crochets. Increase into your first, double crochet into the next. Can you guys guess how many? 12. And then increase. Into the next. Repeat from asterisk around, and you're going to end your row round ending with 12 double crochet, and you should have 84 double crochet. Okay, slip stitch to your first, chain 1, and move on to round 15. Round 15, increase, double crochet into 13 double crochet. Increase into the next. Repeat from asterisk all around, ending your row. That's my heater kicking on. Ending with 13 double crochet, or a double crochet into the last 13 double crochet. Okay, so round 15, you should have 90 double crochet. 16, increase, double crochet into the next 14 double crochet, increase, repeat all around, repeat from the asterisk all around, end round with 14 double crochet, and your stitch count should be 96. It's going to be loud for just a second. Okay, so 17, increase, double crochet into the next 15, increase into the next, repeat all around, ending with 15 double crochet. Slip stitch to your first, chain 1, and obviously that's the same for all of the rows. I didn't write it on those 2 rows, but I think you guys understand that. 17, okay, we should have 102 double crochet. 18, increase, 16 double crochet, repeat all around, slip stitch to your first, chain 1, and that should be 108 double crochet. 19, increase into our first, and now we work 17 double crochet. Repeat all around, ending your row with 17 double crochet back to the first, slip stitch to your first, chain 1, and that is 114 double crochet. Round 20, increase, 18 double crochet. Repeat around, slip stitch to your first. Of course, you should end your row with an increase and then a double crochet into the last 18 double crochet. Slip stitch to your first, chain 1. And now you should have 120 double crochet. And the last row of your, no, I'm sorry, we're going to go to row 22, not 21. So row 21, we increase into our first, 19 double crochet. Repeat around, slip stitch to your first, and you should have 126 double crochet. Okay, now this is the last round of your homework, round 22. All right, round 22. If you guys want to see that's what I write when I'm designing. Well, not every pattern I write, but this is what I was writing as I was going, because I knew it's the same thing. I'm going from 15 double, 16 double, 17 double, 18 double, 19 double. So if you can guess, round 22, we work how many double? 20. So we increase into our first, 20 double crochet, increase into your next, repeat that all around, ending with a double crochet into the last 20, slip stitch to your first, chain 1, and stop there. Don't increase anymore, because the pattern changes up after this, after 22. Okay, so I am totally confident that you guys can get this as your homework. And like I said, if for any reason you need help, or you're confused, or you're like, you have the most horrible handwriting I've ever seen, trust me, I know, you're not telling me anything nobody's already said to me before in the past. So anyway, you guys work these rounds, okay? So just to reiterate, you increase into your first double, double crochet into the next 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, whichever round you're on, increase into the next. Double crochet into the next, however many you're on, whatever row you're on. Increase into the next. Repeat that around, and your round should end with double crochet into the last 15, double crochet into the last 17, double crochet into the last 19, 12, 14, 13, whatever row you're on. Slip stitch to the first double crochet, chain 1, and move on to your next round. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to let you guys get this off camera. Like I said before, the reason I'm doing this, there's multiple reasons. Number 1, the project is going to get really big really quick. And it's hard to film on. Number 2, if I didn't do this video would be 2.5, 3 hours long, and I can't my internet will not let me upload anything like that. And yeah, that's it, okay? So you guys get this done and come back, and we're going to move on to the next part, all right? Before we get off here, I'm just going to say, email me if you need any help whatsoever, okay? Don't, like, it may take me a day to see the email. I'm trying to do better at that, but okay, so get it done. and come back. Got weird there. Okay guys, so we're back and we just finished round 22 and you should have 132 double crochet. And it's pretty large now. It looks like a big old basket, don't it? Okay, so what we're going to do from here is pretty easy. So I'm going to give you another little piece of homework. It's not going to be too hard. And I realize I'm going to have to change up how I'm filming this. But all we're going to do is double crochet all the way around for 10 rounds, okay? So we're going to start the row just like normal. Well, we're not going to increase though. So slip stitch to your first, chain 1, double crochet into that very first double crochet. Double crochet all the way around. Come back, slip stitch to your first. There's round 1. Well, 23. But we're going to repeat that. Double crochet all the way around, slip stitch to your first, chain 1, double crochet all the way around for 10 more rounds, okay? So you should be working rounds. This is the beginning of round 23. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 of just double crochet around, okay? So this is a super easy part, and it's you kind of get a break. You don't have to count anymore. We're just double crocheting around. Just make a tally for each round. We need 10 rounds, okay? And I can see right there, I accidentally missed that strand of yarn. So I am actually, I don't have, I'm going to just insert a piece of that gray yarn, and then I'm going to tie it down so that stitch doesn't come out. I don't see that anywhere else inside, but if you have that, can you see that right there? I missed that strand. I'm just gonna, man, I wish I had a piece of that gray yarn right here, but I don't. Here we go. I got it. So I'm just gonna put a strand in there, and I'm gonna tie a knot. And then I'm going to take these tails. They're too long, but cut these. Get me a needle. And then I'm going to weave these tails in. That way that strand of yarn will never continue to pull the rest of the stitches out. And just cut that. There we go. Okay, that should never come out. All right, back to what we were talking about. Okay, so work your 10 rounds of double crochet, slip stitch to the first, chain 1, and continue to double crochet all the way around, and I will come back when I get my 10 rounds done, okay? It's getting closer to being done. Like I said, if you guys need any help with the parts the homework portions that I'm giving you guys, email me and I will be more than happy to help you through this, okay? All right, so I'm going to get mine done and I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back and I just finished the 32nd round. So there is our 10 double crochet, our 10 just straight double crochet rounds, meaning no increases. Now this is awfully big. Let me get, so I'm going to try to hold this without bumping my camera. Should be a pretty significant size. So what we're going to start doing now is working our decrease rounds. So basically we're going to start closing up our floor poof. The first couple of rounds are not going to be too quick, but then before you know it, it's just going to instantly go whoop and close right up. Okay, so let's just get started, go right into it. So we just finished round 32. I slip stitched to the first double crochet of the round, right there. and bring you guys in a little bit. All right, so I just slip stitched to the first double crochet of the round to close or to finish that round. So now we're going to start round 33, and we're going to follow pretty much the same concept as we did for our increase rounds. We work so many increase, work so many increase. Well, for these decrease rounds, we're going to work so many decrease, work so many decrease. So for round 33, we are going to chain 1, double crochet right back into that very first double crochet. And now we're going to double crochet into the next 19. So that should be 20 double crochet together. So we have 1 and then add 19, so that'll be 20. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to make you watch me. I'll be right back. Okay, so I worked those 20 double crochet, and now what we're going to do is work our first double crochet decrease. So your double crochet decrease is worked over 2 stitches. First part being into the first stitch, second part being into the second stitch. So to work the decrease, we start with a yarn over, go into that very next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So there's 2 loops on our hook. Now we yarn over, go into that next double crochet, pull up a loop. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I obviously, you guys, I know that you guys know when I say loop, I mean the set of 3. Like if you were just doing this with 1 strand of yarn, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4 loops on your hook, not 3, 6, 9, 12. All right, so you have 4 loops on your on your hook. You yarn over, pull through 2. Now there's 3 loops. And to finish the decrease, you yarn over and pull through all 3. And that's your double crochet decrease. So now what the pattern repeat for the entire round, double crochet into 20, decrease over the next 2. Double crochet into 20, decrease over the next 2. So you just repeat that around. And I'm going to get mine done, and I will meet you when we get to the end of round 33, when we get to the end, the last few stitches. All right, I'm going to get mine done, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've worked my double crochet 20 decrease, double crochet 20 decrease all the way around. I worked a decrease right here. You can see that. 20 double crochet. And I have 2 stitches left, which is perfect because I end with my decrease. And now we should have 126 double crochet. And now we slip stitch to our first double. Chain 1. All right, so for round 34, we're going to double crochet into 19 and then decrease. Double crochet 19, decrease, 19, decrease. So slip stitch to my first, chain 1. So I'm going to go right back into that very first double crochet right there with my double. There's 1. 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to double crochet into the next 19 and I'll be right back. Okay, so I double crocheted into the first 19. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And now we double crochet decrease again. So if you guys remember in the increase rows, remember that little trick I taught you that when you increase, trying to find an increase here. When you increase, like here's an increase. Right there is an increase. Every increase is goes into the first double crochet of an increase in the previous round. So increase, 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 right? Well, it's kind of the same concept with our decrease. Only the decreases, the second half of the decrease is going to be into the decrease from the previous round. So the first half goes into a normal double crochet, and the second half goes into the decrease from the previous round. So that helps with, you know, not having to count and count and count and count all those stitches. Just always remember the second part of your decrease will go into the decrease from a previous round. Okay? All right, so now to finish this round, double crochet into the next 19, decrease, 19 double crochet, decrease, 19 double crochet, decrease. So I'm going to go ahead and get this round done. Round 34. I'm going to get the round done, and I will meet you when we get back to the beginning. Okay, so I decreased. What are you two doing? My cats are fighting. Okay, I worked a decrease, double crocheted into 19, decreased, double crocheted into 19, all the way around. I decreased, worked my 19 double crochet, 2 left, so we end the round with a decrease. All right, now we slip stitch to our first. And that is the end of round 34. Okay, guys, so I think you guys are going to have a pretty good understanding of what we're doing here for our decreases. So I'm going to give you guys a big chunk of homework, but I promise I'm going to write it out with you guys, and you guys are going to, again, you can email me. I lost track of what I was saying. You guys can email me at any point if you need help. But I think you guys can totally handle this little portion on your own. I'm trying to find me a notepad to write down. All right, so we just finished round 34. So round 35. So on 34 we did, well, let me back up even farther than that. 33 we did 20 single crochet, decrease, 20 decrease, 20 decrease. 34 we did 19 decrease, 19 decrease, 19 decrease. So 35 we're going to double crochet into the next 18, then decrease all around. And then you end your row with your decrease, and at round 35, we should have 114 double crochet. So then round 36, we double crochet into 17, then decrease, 17, decrease. I just wrote D instead of double crochet. Double crochet, 17, decrease, 17, decrease, 17, decrease, all the way around. And then you should end with your decrease and have 108 double crochet. Okay, so 37, double crochet into 16, then decrease. Repeat that all around. And you should have 102 double crochet. So that was 37. Round 38, 18, 17, 16, you double crochet 15, then decrease. Repeat that all around, ending with your decrease, and you should have 96 double crochet. I have my window cracked and the cats are going crazy on my window. Quit. Get. And they can't get in it, so what they're doing is trying to pull themselves and then scratching the crap out of the wall trying to get in the window. He's getting ready to do it. Hold on just a second. Let me get him. Okay, so that was round 38. So we're going to move on to round 39. Double crochet 14, then decrease. For Pete's sake. Double crochet 14th, then decrease. Repeat that all around. And now you should have 90 double crochet. Round 40, double crochet 13, then decrease. Repeat that all around. And again, still ending with your decrease. You should have 84 double crochet. 41, we're going to double crochet into 12, then decrease. And you're just going to repeat that all around. And you should end with 78. All right, so now we are going to go to 42. Oh, come on, round 42, double crochet into 11, then decrease. All around, ending with your decrease again, and you should have 72 double crochet. And we're going to work one more. I'm going to give you guys one more round for homework, and that's going to be round 43. You're going to double crochet into 10 and then decrease. Repeat that all around, ending with your decrease, and then you should have 66 double crochet. And that's all I'm going to give you for homework, okay? Because our pattern is going to change up a little bit after round 43. But I'm going to leave this here so you guys can see. We double crochet into 18, decrease, 18, decrease. Repeat that around. There goes the black bars again. It happens every time I have something white in front of the camera. Anyway, repeat that around, ending with your decrease. Slip stitch to your first. You should have 114. Double crochet 17, decrease, 17, decrease. Although repeat that all around, ending with your decrease, and you should have 108. And just follow the same concept. And then at the end of 43, slip stitch to your first, and you should have 66 double crochet. Now, somewhere around 39, 40, 41, you should notice your pattern is really starting to get small quick. So the last few rows that we've got to do is going to go real quick, and we're going to have this done in no time. All right, so I'm going to leave this here, and like I say on every part of the homework portion, email me if you need help at all. My email is in the description box. It's in the description box of any of my videos, but email me if you need any help at all, okay? So I'm going to let you guys get this homework done, and I'm going to get mine done, and then when we come back, we will move on to, move on to finishing our poof. All right, see you guys in a little bit. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I just finished round 43. Round 43, 10 double crochets, decrease, and I have 66 double crochet, okay? So now we're going to move on to round 44, and this is we're still keeping the same concept with the stitches, decrease, stitches, decrease. The only difference, sorry guys, I'm trying to get this adjusted. The only difference is that we're going to single crochets now. So now it's really going to close up pretty tight. So that slip stitch looks like it got loose. So there's my last decrease from round 43. I'm going to slip stitch to my first double, chain 1. All right, so for round 44, we're going to work 9 single crochet, then decrease. So we went from 10, we're still going down with that number of stitches we had before a decrease, just now we're going to singles. All right, so we got 9 singles. So there's 1 in our very first, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so there's 9 single crochet. Now we just work a single crochet decrease. And if you notice, I shouldn't say pay attention. If you notice, let me get my other hook here. Right there is the decrease, right here. And our decrease is going to follow that same concept with the decreases of the double crochets. The second half of the single crochet decrease is going to be into the decrease from the previous round. All right, so I'm going to go in, pull up a loop, go into the next, pull up a loop, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And there's our single crochet decrease. And then we just single crochet into the next 9, decrease again, single crochet 9, decrease again. So I am going to repeat that around, and I will meet you when we get back to where we started. Okay, so I've made it back around. I worked a decrease. Where is it at? Right there. I worked a decrease, 9 double crochet, 2 stitches left. I'm sorry, single crochets, 2 stitches left, and that gets my decrease. So we're ending with each round with a decrease, just like before, and then slip stitch to our first. All right, now you should have 60 single crochets. All right, so once again, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a homework section, but I promise it's not going to be very big because we're going to be stuffing it real soon. Okay, so just a few rounds. That was one of my hairs, sorry. All right, so we just did round 44. So we're going to do 45, and you're going to single crochet 8, decrease all around. Just like before, we're not changing anything. All it is just we're single crochet decrease all the way around. End with a decrease, and you should have 54 single crochet. 46, we're going down to 7 single crochet, then single crochet decrease into the next. Repeat around, ending with your decrease, and you should have 48 single crochet. Round 45, we're going down from 8, 7 to 6 single crochet decrease over the next 2. Repeat that all around. I'm sorry, why did I write 45? 47, and you should have 42. There's a train going by and its whistle sounds really weird, really high pitched. Huh. Okay, so that was round 47. End your round with a single crochet decrease, and you should have 42. Slip stitch to your first, chain 1. We're going to move on to round 48, and you are going to single crochet into the first 5, and then work your single crochet decrease. Repeat that all around. And you should have 36 single crochet. All right, so we're going to go on to 49, and we're going to single crochet into 4, and then single crochet decrease over the next 2. Repeat that all around. End your round with a single crochet decrease, slip stitch to the first single, and you should have 30 single crochets all around. And now I'm going to stop, okay? We're going to stop here because after we get these rounds done, we are going to be ready to start stuffing. So you guys get your rounds done, come back, and then we're going to move on. I'm going to get mine done off camera real quick. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I have just finished round 49, and my hole's getting small, so I am going to stop and start stuffing our floor poof. So I'm on the floor now. Now I don't want to fully stuff our floor poof, only because we still have to close up that hole, and the more we fully stuff it, the more it's a pain in the butt to try to close. So I'm just gonna start taking handfuls and packing it full. I'm probably gonna do one whole bag and then go from there to see if I need to add, if I need to stop so I can close it up first. Okay, so what I'm doing now is just picking up all of the little pieces stuck to me. And then I'm going to try to start shaping it. Basically what I'm doing is just flattening it like this and filling out the bottom. I think I'm going to go ahead and start adding some from the second bag now. Now what I'm doing, I'm still shaping, like if you can tell, right here is kind of flat. I'm still shaping it, the bottom, but I'm also squishing down in the middle of the floor poof. And then moving it out, trying to move it out like this. Okay. It's like a workout. All right, keep stuffing. I had to pause the video. My legs were hurting, so I went and got a chair. Just hurting my legs sitting on them. All right, now I'll get back to stuffing. And I'm still just packing it in the middle. You know, like here's the floor poof. I'm just stuffing the stuffing in the middle and then pulling it to the sides. I just realized you guys can probably see I'm wearing a messy bun hat, but my hair's all tucked inside of it instead of in a messy bun. I got lazy. Okay. Okay. I am going to stop here for a minute on the stuffing, and I'm going to start working my last few rounds to close up this end, or to close up this hole anyway. I grab my hook. My pattern. Okay, so we finished round 49, stuffed a little bit. All right, so we're going to move on to round 50. And round 50, what we're gonna do is work, ooh, I don't like that. Okay. I got something there. Okay. Round 50, what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet 3 and then work our single crochet decrease. 3, decrease, 3, decrease. So I've already slip stitched to my first. So I'm going to single crochet into the very first one and into the next 2. All right, now I'm going to decrease. Single crochet 3. There. All right, single crochet. Let's see, there's my decrease. 1, 2, 3. Decrease. 1, 2, 3, decrease, 1, 2, 3, decrease, 1, 2, 3, decrease, 1, 2, 3, and decrease. Okay, so now we slip stitch to that first. All right, that was round 50, and you should have 24 single crochet. And we're going to move on to 51. And 51, we're going to single crochet 2, decrease, 2, decrease. So to start that, we're going to chain 1, and I'm going to single crochet right back in there. Single crochet into the next, and then decrease. Single crochet into the next 2, and then decrease. So I am going to finish this round real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back to the beginning, and to end the round, I'm going to work that last decrease. And now I'm not going to slip stitch to the first yet, just because our hole is pretty small now. You should have 18. I'm sorry, 18. 18 single crochet. And I don't want my hole to get any, about said slower, any smaller than it is right now. So I'm going to stop, and we are going to fully stuff the rest of our floor poof. So I'm going to get my bag back. And then just start stuffing. I can't wait to show you guys the little trick that I do with this when it's done. It's fun. that is all of my polyfill. So what we are going to do now is close up the top, close up our floor poof, and then we're going to finish shaping it. Got all kinds of stuff stuck to me. Okay, so we're going to move on to round 52. Well, first we got to slip stitch to that first single. Oops. All right, slip stitch to your first single. Dang it. Chain 1. We are going to single crochet right back in there and decrease into the next. Single into the next. Decrease into the next. Single. Decrease. I paused the video because I wanted to go get a stitch marker to mark that first single so I don't lose track of where I am. Okay, so go ahead and work your one single decrease all around, and I will meet you when we get back to the beginning. Okay, I'm back to the beginning. All I have to do is work this decrease, slip stitch to my first. Okay, chain 1, and for the last round, I think is round 53, we are just going to decrease all around until we can't anymore. So I'm just going to go straight into the very first one we just slip stitched into, and then into the next with my decrease. Decrease over the next two. Decrease over the next two. Into the next. I think I can get one more in there. Nope, I'm going to do one more. Okay, that's it. I can't do any more. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to chain 1 and pull up a long tail. Pull about 2 foot out. And what we're going to do is use that long tail to weave in these this little hole right here. All we're going to do is run the sorry, I'm trying to get my tails untangled. Run the tails in and out of these stitches, pull it tight, and it'll cinch that tight closed. So I'm going to get me a needle. I just about said a nail. I'm going to get me a nail. All right. So I am just going to get these tails on my needle. I got all 3 of them on one needle. Just like that. And I'm just going to go in and out of these holes. make sure you at the least make a full revolution around the stitches. And then pull it tight. And that closes that up. And then what we're going to do is run this. Oh, I can go one more time. And don't be too concerned about the way this part looks, because this is actually going to be the bottom of our floor poof. Alright, so now I'm going to take these tails down to the inside, and I'm going to squish this down and bring my needle out on the side as best I can, so I don't lose my needle inside the floor poof first. Okay. Kind of stuff some of the stuffing that comes out on the side back in there. Alright. And now you can cut. Pull it tight, cut low, and it'll pop back inside. I'm going to cut mine about right there. Okay, so now you may still notice that your floor poof is a little misshapen. So here comes the fun part. What we are going to do to get this into a nice shape is just pick it up and drop it. Pick it up and drop it. And keep doing that, and then rocking it back and forth. Beat on it. And like I said at the beginning, if you guys think you need another bag, or not, I don't think you'll need a whole bag, but if you need more polyfill, just open up that third bag. But I am happy with mine. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this awesome tutorial. I'm super happy with mine. Subscribe if you guys haven't, so you don't miss what's coming up next from me. Check out the description box. I got links to my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any social media platform that you guys might follow. Follow me on there. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And check out the description box, because I do have a matching pillow for this too. And if just in case, like not like a like one of those pillows that you set behind your back. It's just one of those little pillows. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.